does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for something a little bit different. This is going to be a comparison video of the old Kickstarter version of Robot Turtles to the new Think Fun version of Robot Turtles. Now, this was a game I reviewed last year that I enjoyed quite a bit. It's a children's programming game. It just had a new edition come out from Think Fun, and this video is all going to be me just comparing and contrasting the two different versions and then giving my opinion on which one you should get if you have the choice. So, let's open it up, see how it works. Alright then, we're going to be taking a look at Robot Turtles, both the old version, that was the Kickstarter original, and then the Think Fun version. We're going to be comparing and contrasting those two. Now, before we do that, I do want to mention that we are taking a look at it on our handy grandy grip mat, which turns every game into a space game. Now, I'm not going to be going into the gameplay of Robot Turtles. If you wanted to see how the game plays, go back and watch my review of it. It's a fantastic children's programming game. I can't recommend enough. So what are the differences between the two games? First, we're going to start with our handy-dandy rule booklet, because that's always very important, and that was one of my biggest cons that I had with the old version. And the main thing was that it wasn't stapled. Like, that's really annoying. It's just on, pretty thick paper, but it's not stapled. It's on thick paper. A lot of it is just Kickstarter backers, and there's a lot of unused space here. Like, honestly, those last 4 pages, I mean, just nothing there. Whereas if we go to the new version, the Think Fun version, this is, thick, sturdy paper. There's a lot more stuff in this rule booklet. It's brighter, it's more vivid, it's more colorful. Definitely going to go rule booklet-wise with the new Think Fun version. So, next, board-wise, there's not too much of a difference, however. I think there's just more color. The new version, the Think Fun version, just has a little bit more pop, a little bit more color, and you can even see it even when you're just looking at the box front. I think the Think Fun box front is just a little bit more bright and vivid and child appealing. It's just going to catch a child's eye a little bit more. So board-wise and box-wise, I'm going to go with the Think Fun version once again. So now we got past the rule booklet, we got past the box. Let's go to the tiles. Now the tiles, I will say, this is one where the old version has a little bit, I doubt you can see it, but I think the old version, the Kickstarter version, has a little bit thicker tiles. So they're going to be a little bit more durable, a little bit more water resistant, that sort of things. But the big thing that the Think Fun version has is they have new looking turtles and diamonds. So let's take a look at that. And this is what your child is going to be steering around the board. And as you can see, I mean, it's no contest. The new Think Fun version just looks way cooler than the old version. Likewise with the diamond. The diamond really looks like something you want to get to. It's got the little gold foil or whatever it is. It looks much more appealing. So that one, I'd say it's a little bit of a toss-up because the old version is going to have slightly thicker tiles. The new version is going to have nicer looking tiles, at least for the diamonds and for the turtles. Everything else looks just about the same. So, we got past that. We can go on to one of the big changes in the game is the bug cards. In the old version, there were bug cards that you would push down whenever you made a mistake. However, in the new version, they replaced it with these really cool looking just bug buttons that your child's just supposed to tap when they do it. I think this is a really welcome change because that was one big problem that I had with this game. That wasn't a big problem. It was a small problem for a game I really liked, was that there was just so many cards all the time. And by getting rid of a deck and just replacing it with this button, I think that was a good move by Think Fun. Moving on to the cards. The cards are pretty much a wash. They look about the same. They're about the same thickness, I do think. Maybe, you know what? Maybe the old version is a little bit thicker, but it's not anything that's going to really be a deal breaker for most people, I don't think. So we did the board, we did the rule booklet, we did the cards, we did the tiles. Last but not least, this is a big one, the box insert. The box insert for the old one was blah. Nothing spectacular here, no custom box insert. However, the new box insert looks nice. It holds everything nice and tight and neat. So definitely a big thumbs up on the new box insert. And that is, those are the differences between the old version of Robot Turtles, the Kickstarter version, and the new version, the Think Fun version. Ogre dokery, the old version, the Kickstarter version of Robot Turtles versus the new Think Fun version of Robot Turtles. What do I think? Which one's better? Well, if you watch the video, you pretty much know I'm probably going to be leaning towards the old version for a couple, or the new version, the Think Fun version, for a couple different reasons. The main ones are, obviously, the new Turtles and the new Diamonds look really, really cool with the gold foil or whatever it is on them. They just kind of shine in the light. Kids are really going to get a big kick out of that. Also, the colors are just a little bit more bright, a little bit more vivid, and they just pop off the box and the cards just a little bit more, and the board in particular. They just pop off a little bit more. The box insert is very, very nice. It's a custom box insert, so you're going to have less clutter, less confusion when you're trying to get everything set up, whereas the old box insert was just a pretty generic one. Rule booklet, that's a big, big one. Now, this rule booklet was not a bad one for learning the game, but it didn't have staples, and half the rule booklet was just taken up by Kickstarter backers' names, whereas this new version, it has much thicker pages. It's stapled in there. It's got a lot more explanation, just a lot more in the new rule booklet, and that's a good thing. Now, that's not to say that everything about the new version is better than the old Kickstarter version. The old Kickstarter version, and I think it probably should since it made, just a boatload of cash, has slightly nicer components in the cards, because the cards are a little bit thicker, and the tiles are a little bit thicker, so it's going to be more durable on the old version. One more thing I forgot to mention is that the new version says for ages 4 and up, the old version says for ages 3 and up. I don't know. That's probably just some sort of safety choking hazard thing. But for most people, as long as you're not incompetent and you're watching your child, it's not going to matter. So, overall, you can't go wrong with either game. Robot Turtles is a fantastic, fun programming game that's going to be a lot of fun to watch your kid grow and develop with. But, if you had to choose between the two, definitely going to lean towards the new Think Fun version of Robot Turtle because the nicer, all the things I mentioned. But once again, if you have a chance to get either version of them, definitely pick it up. Your child is going to have a blast with it. So, that's what my thoughts on the new Robot Turtles versus the old Robot Turtles. In the comments below, let me know. Tell me which turtles are your favorite of the Teenage Mutant variety. Which is your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I personally like 2 the best, but I also like that animated one they did a couple years. That one was really good too. I don't think that one gets enough love. If you enjoyed this content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. And, as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was the comparison for the new Robot Turtles versus the old Robot Turtles. For more reviews, previews, and I guess sometimes comparisons, check back at Bowers Game Corner.